Welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. We've been away for quite a while at this point, and have things never quite lining up to get us back in this, but today we are continuing with Divine Larceny. We've got quite the adventure in store, and the right amount of insanity built into the party, as they've proved a couple different times. As for what they're up to and why they're up to it, I think I'm going to throw Radicus under the carriage today. Radicus, what's going on and who's about to get stabbed?
Well, if we're talking about getting stabbed, it would most likely be Tulio or Hessler because of the creepy white rabbit they saw that had murderous intent. This is all after a somewhat of a bender and a hangover of trying to go into a town that Radicus, I totally remember the name of the town, but nobody else knows it, of course, because of all the chaos that was sowed there. Um, and funny enough, we were looking for a memory potion for Miss E. Um, However, with the
Cassandra.
shenanigans, what's that?
Cassandra, not Missy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Um, Either way, we're looking for a memory potion or somebody that can help us out with that. Failed the first time in town, and now we are recuperating back at Cass's Manor.
Go ahead and take a hero point as we return to the group. The window was just nudged by something as a white blur went by. But what is the party up to?
So, do we just let that thing kind of leave us alone, or we leave it alone inside here and just let it figure out somebody else to go and kill?
I mean, the worst it's done is cut up a rabbit and do a bit of threatening. It hasn't attacked any of us.
Do you mean a carrot?
A
I
carrot.
said a carrot.
Oh, I thought you said rabbit.
You did.
Oh,
You cut up
misspoke.
a rabbit.
Cut up a carrot.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could also cut up a rabbit, one way or another.
I mean, rabbits do taste good.
Personally, I believe we should just leave the rabbit alone.
I mean, would you like me to turn into a rabbit? I can gladly turn into a rabbit and go run around if you want to chase me.
Can you hold a knife as a rabbit?
I can try.
Might be outmatched.
Especially when that rabbit can suddenly turn into an elk.
Well, I hope you're the only one.
Well, as far as I know, I'm the only druid here, so therefore the only shapeshifter.
I feel like we have bigger fish to fry right now than the bunnies.
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like it's
Yeah.
just something we should keep in the back of our minds, just on the radar, but not necessarily needs our immediate attention yet.
We'll
What's a
just let Lady
radar?
Cassandra know that there's a potentially rabid rabbit on the grounds.
Yeah, Missy, do you want to go try and talk to Cass about what's going on in town? What we were trying to do?
Don't know. I don't know if we can help. I just, unless I get that memory potion, I feel like I'm useless.
I don't think that's true. Hey, at least you can walk better than Tulio could in your body.
I'll take that.
I've never tried heels.
I think you should. It's definitely a challenge.
They were very uncomfortable.
They can be tough at first.
The
Mhm.
sensations I felt were very odd and confusing.
Well, I would say everything felt odd and confusing with your jelly. So, should we head back in town? Maybe check on the shopkeeper, maybe look for freaking.
There was the kid in the woods, wasn't there?
My memory really is bad. I can't even remember the name of the guy he told me to go looking for the memory potion. God, I'm such a goner, I feel like already.
Clearly, we both need it done.
Would you like an update on the individuals that you were told to look for and the people you are working with?
Yes.
Please and thank you.
The original person y'all were talking to as y'all were sent to the potion vial by Cassandra was to talk to Fennec. He is the brewer there, and he is a nutty gnome. He said there were some interesting ongoings within the city, or the town, and herbs kept going missing. Specifically, the herbs you needed to make the potion you're looking for. As y'all are looking for a memory potion to assist Cassandra in filling the holes in her studies, as she's almost certain there's a memory that's missing that relates to what y'all need, but they're uncertain of exactly what it is, and this should help them ferret it out. They informed y'all, well, he hadn't really seen much of anything. There are two others y'all could go talk to. You could go talk to Nara Mossmantle. They are the head of the Verdant Greenhouse. Or you could go talk to. Where is his name? The wood elf forager, Gale. He's likely in the woods somewhere. And I believe you got that information from the apothecary. Mira. If I remember correctly. Solutions was the merchant.
So Sai would remember Mira, and then
Yeah.
everybody else would remember what Finnick told us about.
Yeah.
Sounds alright.
Yeah.
Really will remember everything that happened in detail because he has a keen mind feat. So he would probably just remind everyone what was going on.
No, that was from Elisara, I believe. The herbalist. No, it was Mira. No, it was right. I had it right the first time because you went to get stuff from the apothecary.
Yeah, I bought the advanced guide to plants.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, I don't know what you all think, but I think we should go talk to the person who literally has a type of plant in their name.
Oh, and then
Seems
there
like the
was the
person we're
memory
talking
pool.
about.
There was the memory pool itself, where the herbs are normally grown, but they're out of season, so not there. I think that's one of the things y'all wanted to look into.
Yeah, we wanted to check to see if maybe someone missed something.
Yeah, you never know. Sai, I have a question. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's possible with your druid magic to grow things out of season. Is that something you can do?
Well, it might be in my wheelhouse. Let me check my skill list. Well, let's see. I mean, Druidcraft can partially awaken the buds. Let's see. Then there's well, probably that might be the only special spell I know that might be able to help us in the situation would be Druidcraft. And that's just a meager cantrip, so it can only do so much actually growing plants.
And I'm pretty sure that spell requires like the plant to already be budding and fruitful, to bloom. I don't think you can do it when it's out of season and it's already been
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
clean.
even something like a flower blossom seed pod to open or a leaf bud bloom. So yeah, we would need like seeds at the very least.
And even if it's blooming or blossoming, that might not mean it will survive. At least not long enough to fully flower.
Yeah.
What level do you need to be to speak to plants?
I think that's a second level spell, I want to say. It's definitely not a first level spell.
That's too bad.
Oh wait, no, I was speak with animals. That's different than plants.
Speak with plants is a third level spell, so fifth level at
That's a
least.
third level. Yikes.
Damn.
So yes, unfortunately, I don't think my magic is very well attuned to growing plants very well right now. Perhaps with a bit more training and magical practice, yes, but right now, unfortunately, not much I can really do to help out.
And that's okay. It was worth a try. I mean, I don't I don't understand druid magic, so it's worth asking. You never know.
That's
Well, I guess we could go swords drawn back into this town, or just,
as
you
long as
know,
we stay out of the attic area. The owls.
yeah, we're not
We
going
won't
back
go
there.
near the owls.
Let's avoid it for right now.
Yeah,
For a hot second.
yeah,
Let's go speak to the moss woman.
I like that. Eyes peeled for rabbits on the trail.
Please, I'm sure there's only one rabid rabbit.
Seeing that creepy spread, there could be multiple.
What was the name of that butler? Xavier or something? Or
I believe it's Arthur. Let me go check. Alistair. New as an A name.
because Redicus reminded Tulio of something. Uh, Alistair,
Yes, Master Tulio.
does this mansion have some sort of armory or any weapons around?
None are in usable state. As you see, he is across the room cleaning off the table from y'all's breakfast.
At this point, I'm not even surprised. I just know he's gonna be around when someone says his name. Unfortunate. Thank you, Arthur. Alistair.
You are very welcome, Master Tulio.
I really need to get myself a weapon, like a proper one.
Yeah, maybe we can go also to the tavern where that one guy was. I think he said he would be around for a couple more days.
The merchant?
Yeah.
Or I thought he was a broker. I don't think he actually has anything to sell except for the stuff that he buys.
He
Oh,
buys and sells.
Mm.
well, I'm ready to go. I just put my plate down and get ready to walk out the door.
You're not
And I'm
entirely sure where your plate goes, but it's not there the next second you look down.
I cannot stand this butler. How do I not see him?
It is our job not to be seen.
It's my job to see things.
And you are the people who are meant to avoid.
Oh God.
After all, the nobility are often eagle-eyed. Or very lazy. We must be prepared for both.
All right. I'm ready to go.
I'll follow behind. Who knows what we'll find, who will find.
I kind of keep my head down, not looking at the fountain out of kind of respect for Missy's privacy.
Yeah, I just walk quickly so I don't break.
Julie
Hessler
will
and
look back.
Sai. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Julie will look back, wondering where Hessler is.
He's following.
So as you again walk the Haven roads, it's a nice warm day. A little bit of cloud coverage. Clouds a little bit dark. Might be rain later. But for the moment, the sun is in the sky. There is a nice cool breeze moving over your skin. And everything seems at peace. Save for two little red eyes that are watching you from the top of a tree.
Ah.
Do we notice these red eyes?
Oh, yeah, they're not subtle.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do I need to make a perception check to see them more clearly, or?
All you can really see is the glow of the eyes. The rest of it is sheltered within the tree branches.
Do they look familiar in any way, like the owls?
No, but Tulio has seen them before.
Good. As long as they're not the owls.
Julio will just, uh, you know what? Julio will turn to Sai. Uh, just ignore it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
But then you see two more sets of eyes appear within the branches.
They're watching us. I don't like this. Last time I saw those eyes like that, I was assaulted by owls. I can
Well,
still
I can.
hear the hoots.
Well, I can
You
promise you those
feel
are not owls.
something start to rise within your throat. I believe it was sigh.
Yes, yes, it was.
Oh
Can
my god.
you can feel it just coming up? Are you going to do anything about it?
No,
As it
no.
comes out as you're talking, instead of the word hoot, you hear this long hoo.
I am fully embracing this hilariousness and whatever this cursing is. It's fun to roleplay. Assuming it is a curse, but I think it is.
You know, Sai, as someone who turns into animals, you'd think you'd be more used to animals at this point.
Uh, I mean, I am.
I don't think any animals have killed her. Or nearly.
I mean, whatever's in there is hidden in the tree, so.
Well,
Hmm?
can you talk to it? Do you know what it wants?
I mean, if it's an animal, I can potentially talk to it. Do I have secret animals prepared today? Probably do.
That's a level 2 spell.
Oh, duh. Wait, no, secret animals is level 1. You think it's secret plants, which is level 3. And yes, I do have secret animals prepared today. Because you never know when you might need it. But, I mean, if it doesn't actually appear to be animals or anything, then Sai's gonna try to ignore it.
I vote for keeping walking. I'm already late for tea.
Tea.
Mm. I am not a fan, personally. I don't do well with heat.
Makes
Have
it
you
a
ever
little
had it
melty.
iced?
I do like iced tea.
I prefer celestial tea myself. Nothing says delicious when water is heated up by starlight.
Wow, star water. Is it good for the skin?
Yes, that's how our kind has stayed looking so young for so long. Sai doesn't look young, for
Oh.
the record. They just look like Sarah.
Mr. Sai! Mr. Sai!
Mister?
The limpet is back.
Julie will hide behind Esther so they don't see my jiggliness.
I think this is Everest yelling at me.
Yeah, she's running to catch up with y'all.
Are we outside of the compound or manor?
Not yet. You're just at the
Okay.
door. Radicus is about to go through when she catches up.
Mhm.
Good morning, Everest.
Good morning, mistress. You forgot your water skins.
Oh, thank you for giving,
She hands you
collecting
a
them for us.
set of 5 water skins.
Make sure they're passed around.
Yay.
And here you go. She hands you a picnic basket.
Thank you, Everest. Did you make this yourself?
Mm-mm. Mr. Allister said I should bring it to you before you left, in case y'all are out on an adventure.
Of course. Well, please send my thanks to Mr. Alistair.
You see, she goes to say something, but her word immediately starts to wander off as her head kind of tilts as she notices something behind you. It's a
I'd like to look in
Tulio.
the direction.
What?
Jiggly.
Yes, that
It's the
I am.
Jello Man.
Everest, what
No,
did I
I am
say
not
about
eating
calling
Jello.
him Mr. Jelloman?
What?
He is not for eating.
Oh,
Aw.
I would give you a very upset stomach.
that's okay. My tummy's made of beeswax. No, that's not right. Wood? No. Something really tough. Like my knees.
You're referring to iron, Everest.
What's iron?
It's metal.
I thought it was irony.
I'll just give her a pat on the head. You are a silly child.
No, I'm Everest. They're gonna name a mountain after me one day. Mount
Yeah, I know
Be
Everest.
a real
nothing
Keep dreaming.
It's gonna reach all the way up to the stars. I'm gonna make it myself one rock at a time.
Well, you should best get on that then. It's going to take a very long time.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna start running off. She has your arms out on either side and she's making bird noises as if she's flying around. She tries to run through the door, hits the door because she forgets to open it, ends up falling on her butt. Ow! Gets up, opens the door, and goes through.
That, that child concerns me.
Yes, children are children, aren't they?
The wonders of curiosity.
If she tries to eat me, she's going to burn a hole right through her stomach.
Well, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure that lesson will be the last one.
Oh, really? I thought it would hurt, not be like lethal.
Depends on how much of me she eats.
Oh, okay, then it might be a problem. But the thing in the trees isn't gonna like attack us probably, right? We can probably just like walk on through, right? And I'm gonna kind of like eye everyone.
I mean, you'll ever
I'm
go
already,
past it. It was up back in this tree over here.
Oh, we already passed it? Oh, shit. Thank
yeah,
goodness.
yeah, I'm already trying to slip through the gate,
Oh,
and
yeah, it's easy to go through.
I sniff the water to see if it's drinkable.
Smells like water. Roll me survival.
Okay. Boop, boop.
It is sparkling mineral water.
Too rich for
Ooh.
my blood.
It's free.
It's the sentiment.
Oh.
The only bubbly water I'd have down in the sewers was heavily fermented.
I would imagine it wasn't even fermented. I would imagine it was just garbage.
Oh, it fermented. Pruno is what they call it. Anyway, I slip through the gate,
It's easy
start
enough to
walking
go
to
through.
town. Hmm?
It's
Yeah.
easy enough to get through.
Nice.
What of the rest of the party? Chasing after Atticus? Remaining behind? Dealing with the great golden eyes that are watching you from the edge of the forest? Looking out for the small child running back inside?
I mean, I'll take one last look, make sure Everest gets back inside, and obviously follow the rest of the party up the gate.
Yep, that's how we go.
Yep.
Off we trot.
It takes a few hours to get back to town, but it's not too bad of a walk. But you'll manage to make y'all's way back. The sense of the forest starting to waft around you. The smells of different kind of plants. A very flowery. What are you doing back there? A very. You can smell the industry of the city and its herbal nature.
Storm must be getting close then.
Mm.
It's coming from everywhere in the city.
Hmm.
This is a city of plants.
Yes, didn't you recognize that last time we were here? Like yesterday.
I don't remember yesterday. I just hope that Alistair put some anti-paralysis antidote in that picnic basket.
Wait, when did you get paralyzed?
When I was having tea.
Interesting.
Or maybe it was the other way around.
I thought it was from one of the experimental potions you had.
Yeah, I stole some leaves from upstairs and panicked. So I just thought this might give me superpowers. Um, and I lived a lavish life drinking tea with some very kind folk.
At least one of us had a good day. I had a very nasty run-in with some owls. I keep a very watchful eye on the shop building thing wherever the owls are residing.
Something that you do notice as y'all are coming into town, there seems to be a few new large budding flowers coming off some of the rooftops. They're
Ooh.
hanging. They swirl down and almost look like lamps you'd see in the bigger cities, where street lamps, where they'd light up the streets. But these are just these large, bulbous, colorful, closed pots.
Can I roll a nature check to maybe determine what, like, if I recognize these plants at all?
You can.
I do have that advanced guide to plants and an herbalism kit. Do I get advantage by chance, or do I, anything else?
As you haven't studied it, not yet.
Okay, it's just normal nature roll. Gotcha.
Yep. No, this
I
is not a
roll.
flower you've ever seen before. It's far larger.
Like I'll even take out the like, not immediately recognizing. I'll take out the book and start like flipping through the pages and see if any of the pages resemble like these plants.
How close is the bulb to the ground?
A little bit higher than head height, so about 7 feet off the ground.
Julio's gonna walk up to one and poke it.
No, don't touch strange plants. We don't know what they do.
Julio is naturally curious. Just a curious individual.
Alright, fine. If you get poisoned by that thing, not my fault. I tried telling you not to touch it.
I'm resistant to
You
poison.
see the bud shiver. The golden petals still closed, but you almost swear you hear something.
Julio like leans, like kind of gets on his, well, not really tiptoes, more like just uses his goo to extend himself a little bit higher. His goo legs just like kind of thin out but get longer. And I try to listen closer.
It definitely seems to be murmuring.
Hello? Is someone in there?
Oh, look who it is. Someone has come to visit.
As you see the petals start to shimmer more and then suddenly open wide. As the petals open, you immediately see the inside of the flower is the petals, at least around the outer ring, are this beautiful yellow gold, almost with a little hint of brown in them. But the very center of the bud looks very strange as it looks at you with a almost feline-like face as the center of it forms a snout, eyes, and little ears. As it fully opens, it looks like the king of beasts.
Um, what in the seven hills are you? Some sort of lion flower thing?
A dandelion, if you must. What do you do? What do you wish?
Hmm. Well, to answer your questions in order, I am an artist, so I trade. I craft armors, little magical trinkets, and such. Uh, and as for what I wish, hmm.
This question, is Tulio the only one that hears this?
Oh no, the big flower's moving.
Oh, so we all
Tulio!
hearing?
Oh yeah.
Tulio!
Oh, okay.
Do not talk to the strange talking plant. What are you doing?
Well, ask me a question. It will be rude not to answer.
At this point, Sai is just gonna walk away from Tulio, and if they wind up getting in trouble, that's on them.
Hmm. Now, as I was saying, hmm, can't really think of anything in particular. I do kind of wish this town had a place that sells magic items.
Unfortunately, it is not needed.
Magic items not needed. Julie gives like a fronted jiggle. But magic items are amazing.
Perhaps to your kind. For those of us that know the woods, we know there is stronger things than magic.
Mm. Like what?
Ah, it is whispered by the wind, but you do not yet know how to listen, do you?
I'm very good at listening. My teachers always told me I was quick on the uptake.
Yet you are loud and stomping. You do not know what reeks underfoot, what sneaks and plots. You smell of somewhere else. Unfortunate.
Well, I apologize if I smell. Can't. I don't really have a sense of smell, so I couldn't tell if I did.
How deliciously strange. Almost as strange as the last. Well, what was left, anyway.
The last of what?
That is the question. Pluck a petal, and you may ask, but be warned, answers often bite.
You
As
go
you
look at.
see, he
Oh,
smiles with these large, thorny teeth.
Hugo looks at this lion, dandelion, and says bluntly, if we keep having this a conversation, are you going to attempt to eat me?"
That depends on you.
I would prefer not to be eaten, and quite frankly, I don't think it would be a good idea for you to eat me.
Then hurry along before the vines decide they like you too much to let you go.
Well, all right. And Tulio walks away.
Good choice.
What about the rest of the party that hasn't left?
I'm ready to leave.
I'm tempted, but I'm not going to pick a petal. I don't want to get trapped by a plant right now.
Curiosity is slightly getting over. I'm gonna walk back to this weird plant snake thing. Okay,
Lion.
I have a question. If you know so much about the plants around here, uh, where might we find some of uh, the name of that plant we're looking for? Because I can't remember what it's called.
Silver
Tulio
Knight.
swipes up. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pluck a petal.
You
So the plant,
see the
the
teeth
snake.
get more prominent as the smile widens on this great beast.
See, how do I know I can trust you? A random plant snake that disappeared overnight is not trusting.
Do know this thing does not look like a snake.
It's a lion.
Uh,
The
oh,
dandelion.
I thought I heard snakes somehow.
No.
That one case is totally trusting because you don't trust snakes, you trust lions. Fuck it, we're bowling. I'm gonna pick a flower. See what happens. Can't get any worse than I already have.
You've already been cursed by owls.
You see
Can't get
it
any worse,
grin.
right?
What you seek fears and love the light. It moves amongst it and holds it tight. Watch, and you will see, perhaps not, but what you see when you don't is what you will find.
And then they suddenly lunge forward, biting hard into your shoulder. You are going to lose 10 HP points.
Like maximum?
Hmm?
Like off my maximum HP
No,
or
you
just
just take
like
10 damage.
okay.
As you
Oh,
see the golden mane start to turn red.
that wasn't there.
It's time to go.
Ow.
Time to go. Time to go. Let's keep moving.
I mean, I don't see why you would be surprised that that happened. I literally said they were going to try to eat the one.
By the way,
Y-
CC, can you get that riddle or saying or whatever it is in writing somewhere?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Thanks.
Cece, did you say that there were more of these things just hanging off the buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could try biting it back. It's only fair.
I will have to write that after session and get it back to you.
That's fine.
Do you guys think these are all the same thing or individuals?
Well, they're individuals, probably, but they might be of the same species.
Hmm. Julio's Julio's seeing an opportunity to experiment. Someone stop him.
I mean, why not?
I think what you see is what you get with these guys. If you want to lose another 10 HP, or not 10 HP, if you want to get bit real hard again, that's probably what's going to happen.
Julia, I can
Weird.
see that slime spinning. Do you have some sort of idea?
Well, I'm just curious as to whether or not these are like some sort of hive-minded creatures, or if they are each an individual plant.
You could
Then
ask.
why
It
don't
comes as a
you
price.
pluck a flower and get bitten and find out? Glares the plant.
You smell of fear. Or is it regret? We often confuse the two.
How is it hard to confuse regret and fear? They are nothing alike.
You say to the sentient flower.
Hmm.
Hmm. I need to test this. Does anyone have a question that they would need asked? I'm willing to put up my slime.
I already asked where the damn flower was, but it seemed a bit ill-receptive of answering me.
Can't think of anything. I don't know how smart the things are. If it's some sort of other wisdom, they might know something related to our objectives for something we shouldn't name.
Oh, that's a good idea, Hesler. Tulio's gonna go up to one of the non bloomed ones and tap it.
You see it shift And this one opens to show a very similar design, but this one looks much stranger. You can see the same lion-esque but it's as if a painter walked into the potion vial, drank about three potions, and then tried to paint a lion. It's this bright purple color, and its eyes are glowing silver.
The wind tells us secrets. Would you like to hear the one about you?
He was gonna look at it and then look back at the other one like, why do you look so much different than that one?
It is because I come from a different place.
As you see, one of the eyes starts to twitch. Before, from the inside of the eye, the petal eye, you see it rip open as if it was like a maw, and you see a very, very familiar red eye glare at you from inside the petal. Before the line blinks and it's gone.
Where were you aware what just happened to you, or where is it? Are you are you completely unaware of it? Because that's what is very disturbing.
Close your eyes just for a moment. It's far easier that way.
I can't close my eyes. I don't have eyes.
You do, yet you forget.
It is very hard for me to forget things. I have a very good memory, but my species does not have eyes.
You do not know. You have forgotten.
I turn to go. I think this one is insulting my intelligence.
I think you should just take a bite of it and see what happens. See how they feel about it.
You want me to try absorbing it?
Sure, can't hurt more than me being bit by the other one.
All right. And Tulio grabs one of the petals and starts letting it dissolve into his hand.
You feel a strange energy start to warp in it, warp into you, almost like a stream of blood, as you see red liquid shoot through your jelly,
Neat.
and then it starts to burn.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Tulio, you take 2 fire damage, but it does
Holy.
not seem to be letting go.
Okay,
Ask your question.
What was the question I wanted to ask? Oh, I think. Oh, out of character. So I think I should ask where we could find one of the keys we're supposed to be looking for, because I think that's what we're supposed to be looking for, like a key for something.
Yeah. That's what you were sent to listen for. Or not listen for, but you were sent to find.
It is closer and further than you remember. But tell me, do you hear it? The hum beneath your feet. It's listening. It's waiting.
We know our freaking benefactor's always listening.
Beneath our feet. Does this place have some sort of cave system or sewers?
is a question for others.
You should. Julio tries to let go of the pedal.
Well, they're definitely not a hive mind.
It then lashes out and bites the hell out of you. You are
Ooh.
going to take 7 piercing.
Oh my gosh.
I just look at it like,
You also still feel the burning and take another 2 fire.
I am not
Oh.
enjoying that. Plasmoids do not do well with fire. We're not
Does he look
vulnerable
like
to
he's
it,
on?
but it hurts us.
Oh no, y'all
Does he
can
look
see
like
the
he's on
red
fire?
veins. It looks like whatever red liquid he tried to absorb is currently pulsing through him like veins.
Will I be able to let it go?
No, you've already let it go. It's inside you.
All right, so I'm going to focus my ability to shapeshift and try to gather up all that red nastiness into one part.
You
Into like a,
feel you're having trouble controlling that arm.
Oh, bugger.
I need a charisma save.
okay. Charisma save 5.
It is ignoring you. You are having complete issues using your arm. It is not responding, as the veins have made it all the way up to where your elbow would be.
Real quick, what weapons do the parties have? Does the party have? Like, I know Hester I don't think has a bladed weapon. But the Psy and Radicus
I
and
mean,
Missy?
yeah, I mean, I've got a
Yeah.
scimitar.
I'm going to turn to Psy and say, "Excuse me, Psy, would you mind cutting off my arm?"
Uh, I will attempt to cut off their arm for them.
Alrighty. How are you doing this?
I mean, I guess just assuming Tulio holds out their arm, I just get,
I'm tempted to. I
swing.
don't know how well I'm doing it.
Wait. Radicus is gonna help and take a like a leather pouch like that's strapped around his leg and like undo the belt and it's like, okay, I'm gonna start pulling this really tight a little bit higher up on the arm. Maybe we can just kind of stop you from leaking, stop it from going up a little bit further.
I look at Radicus. I don't need a tourniquet. I don't have blood.
He doesn't have
I
flesh
don't want
either.
that stuff getting.
I'm just gonna eat a shitload to get my biomass back.
The veins are coming up that arm.
You can also see Radicus. Julio's hand is starting to shape more humanoid-like. It's not as gloopy as it normally is. It is
Oh, boy.
solidifying.
Yep, slice.
Oh.
You need to take this
Oh.
off right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hacking for above where the liquid is.
I need a athletics check
Oh my god.
and a
Athletics.
medicine
Oof.
check.
Oh.
Medicine from me.
Disadvantage
On which one?
for whoever's rolling the medicine. Actually, it'd be Psy because they're the ones doing the cutting.
So, so disadvantage, regular on athletics and disadvantage on medicine.
Yeah, because Tulio is not technically a humanoid. They are, but they aren't.
Okay. Then here's the medicine. Oh,
But
fuck.
Psy is also from the same plane of existence that I am, so
Yeah, but you can't use the same medicine you use for that for a plasmoid.
fair enough.
They have their own unique kind of stuff. But Sai, you are having trouble cutting through. As you can see, the elbow is starting to solidify, and as you're trying to cut through, it's resisting like actual flesh wood.
And if anyone's got a better idea or can help out here, that would be great.
I
Uh,
would healing word help at all, or cure wounds, or any of that? Would any like healing spell, or is this like a poison and we need to rush him to like an apothecary for a special like antidote?
Roll me intelligence.
Okay. I don't have. I'm okay.
You don't have a fucking clue. You're panicking.
Am I wait? Am I feeling the size attempts to cut off my arm?
Yeah, it fucking hurts. You also take 10 damage from that.
No, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
This is not a good day for Tulio.
Are you gonna try again, Sai? Because you are
We're
making progress. It's just very messy progress. And it is
Yeah,
resisting you.
so another athletics and medicine disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh my god, this is what for having -1 strength. Hopefully the medicine check's better. Let's see what happens. Oh, I am so
You
sorry,
see,
Tulio.
it is getting further and further. It's up around his forearm now, and it is solidifying into
I mean, if
this
anyone else wants to
black.
take my scimitar and use
Uh,
it. Oh wait, no, the check.
I I'm gonna slip a dagger out and just kind of bury it as deep as I can into this and try to tear it open.
Roll me
It
athletics.
being his arm. Athletics.
Also, Tulio, you take another 5 damage. 5 of it, flashing, 2 more for fire.
So
Don't worry, Tulio. I am taking notes on the progress of this.
As
Yeah, for
Radicus,
all our friends.
you try to slam it in there, and you're struggling to get it in, as the flesh continues to blacken, and you see these long, spindly fingers at the end of Tulio's arm.
whose
The
idea was
blood,
it?
the veins glowing red.
Who the hell? Who was it who said the bite to eat this thing?
I'm sorry. That was a combination of two of us.
So what will you do?
Tulio's just screaming, "Go for the shoulder!"
Oh my god.
I'm just panicking at this point. I'm just like, what do we do? I'm just like pointing, like, I don't know, like.
I mean, if there's any ways we could grant the advantage at the very least.
Taking an assistance if somebody has proficiency in athletics.
I don't think anyone here has proficiency.
Yep.
Nope.
I'd like to spend my hero point to gain an advantage trying to do it again.
Fair enough. Go for it.
I mean,
Yep.
at least you have a 0. I have a -1.
Oh.
With the amount of damage y'all have done, y'all do manage to sever it at the shoulder, ripping it free. However, it is a very messy job, and Tulio's going to take 25 points of damage.
I'm
And the level of exhaustion.
Well, that was the cleanest amputation I've ever done.
It's
Tulio just
exceedingly non-messy.
I mean,
Tulio
if
just
Julio falls
collapses.
unconscious, I'm going to cast healing word on them.
I'll cast one too.
You just
Fair.
cast a healing word on a puddle at this point.
You regain 7 HP, Tulio. You do still have a point of exhaustion.
That said, if that plant is still there, I'm immediately going to turn to that plant and just start hacking away at it with the scimitar.
You're attacking the plant. Why?
Uh-oh.
I'm not happy at this thing. It just it infected Tulio, nearly killed him.
Technically, it didn't come from its bite. It came from Tulio trying to absorb it. The bite that it gave did some damage, but it didn't start that. But there is something worrying you notice as you're going to go after it. You see the vines underneath it are starting to move in a flurry across the ground.
Is it like it's heading to, like stretching out roots, potentially heading to the other plants?
Oh, it doesn't look like it's
Possibly.
its roots because it's attached to the roof. Where the arm landed, there are thick, thorny vines starting to grow.
Quickly, someone we need to destroy that arm.
Step
Does anyone
quick,
have like
step
a hammer?
light. The roots are listening, and they do love a good chase.
Any way I can maybe try to hack at some of those roots, CC?
You can, but they're growing fast and they're getting thick fast.
So would that be like an attack roll, the Scimitar, or?
We
Yeah.
should probably get out of here.
I'm leaving.
You try to stab in it, and they swirl around the scimitar, going after your wrist the moment you go after. You
I
don't get a
immediately
solid.
I immediately drop my Scimitar then.
It disappears into the vines as they're getting thicker. They're already thicker than your forearm.
Nope, now I'm disarmed. I don't have a melee weapon anymore. I don't need that, right?
As they are stretching out towards y'all.
We need to run. Run!
Yes, run.
Run!
Interesting choice. But yes, running does seem like a good idea at this point.
So what's like the nearest buildings to us?
The building that had the fucking flower on it.
So which building is that? Like, is it
It's
the
just,
residency?
it's a
the
resident
shop?
building. It's not even a main building. Y'all are still on the edge of town.
Okay,
Let's
well,
keep running in.
I mean, it's the first building. Just run
Is
inside
anyone
of
gonna
that.
check out Tulio?
Are y'all just gonna run into the first building, or y'all gonna go to like the inn or something? Because you know it's a little bit further in.
Well, we have a place we're supposed to be going.
Yeah.
Could just run away. You don't have to go
Yeah.
into a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should
So as
also
we're
Plant, they're not known for being fast.
should also state,
It's
Tulio, I
pretty
need a
fast for
death
games.
save at this point.
Wait, is he
Didn't
not?
I get
We
healed?
healed him.
Oh yeah, he healed him. He's just on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tulio, after being healed, staggers up and reforms, but because of how much mass he actually lost, it's Chibi. It's Chibi Tulio.
Nice.
He's just a little. He's basically halfling sized.
I guess if the others are running further into town, probably ultimately a better decision would be to follow them instead of just duck inside this house.
Fair.
He'll like try to keep up while hiking his pants up and trying to pull his pants.
I'd offer you a hand, try to grab you or whatever. You need to like latch on my body, just like latch on my arm because we need to go.
I just slather onto you. That's the only term I can think of. Slather, like I literally just glomp onto you.
Loopy
You note that
sunscreen.
slows you significantly. You're at
Okay.
half speed.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So, where's the party going, and what are y'all doing?
So weren't we going to Moira
Yeah, let's try the
originally?
greenhouse. Yeah, that's what I suggested a while back.
No,
But
I thought Moira was the herbalist.
Moira?
the greenhouse.
The one in charge of like the plants, the moss lady.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
Nara.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nara.
Nora, not Mora. N. Sorry.
Moira, I know that name. I don't know where it's from, but yeah, you're looking for Nara. Nara.
Nara.
They're the leader of the they run the Verdant Greenhouse.
I feel like we should go wherever there's like a good possibility of just helping Tulio, like whoever has healing or potions of healing. I feel like that's where we should go.
The only
I'm
place y'all know
through.
would be the doctor's place a couple hours back where you first woke up, and then you have the potion flask if you trust Fennec.
Mm-mm.
Tulio will squeak out. I can also use some food.
I think it might be the inn then. I think also I watched that scimitar get ungettable. So I think that you might need one of those if you can get one.
I mean, I don't necessarily need a material like a martial weapon. It just helps if I don't have any like spell slots.
Let's try a
Well,
meal.
yeah, let's try the end. Let's see if that works. If not, then we'll go somewhere else.
So as y'all stumbles y'all's way through the city, trying to get away from, you're not even sure what else. You hear all of the dandelions throughout the city start to hum in unison. A song that follows you wherever you go. As you rush and rush and rush and burst into the in the Willow Hall Inn to see the familiar face of Dusty. Welcome. Oh dear, things seem to have been going on. What have I missed?
Plants, and it really messed him up. Right, Tulia?
Al Tulio just nods and and waddles over to the bar, tries to pull himself onto a seat, and pulls out like a gold coin. As much food as you can give me for this, please.
Of course. Not to worry. As he heads back into the kitchen.
Tulio calls up. Just stack it all onto one plate if you can.
Well, we need to regroup our thoughts here and figure out what just happened.
Does everybody
So,
else think this is normal here?
No, and I'm from a place
um,
where normal is weird. Hmm.
I feel like the plants are trying to kill us, and possibly also the birds, maybe even the rabbits. Like, I feel like everything's off. It's strange.
I miss the city.
We're trying to at least get to town.
Y'all are in town.
All right.
Well, okay.
So,
Well,
that which we seek seeks the light, but it like absorbs all the light. I'm very bad at memorizing riddles, so
The flower said it covets and fears the light.
here's the light.
Not covets, craves. It craves, but also fears the light.
Craves and fears. Interesting. I don't
Well,
know. This is weird.
didn't it grow only during the full moon at nighttime instead of sunlight? That would be my possible guess from what I remember.
The plant also mentioned that it while we were searching was beneath our feet or something. So maybe there's a sewer system?
Could grow underground,
in
maybe
a place
with
like this.
scattered sunlight instead of full on rays.
What if there's a spot of silver night in the sewers growing somewhere? Untouched.
And for all we know, there's a rogue botanist feeding a whole grove of strange plants.
Botanists tend to do that quite often.
Right.
To be fair,
More
something
so than
also that
usual.
appeared directly under your feet were a bunch of angry thorns.
Ooh. I don't like this. It's like the wildlife's biting back at the plant life. I mean, that's not normal, right, Sai?
I mean,
Or at
these
least
things don't
here.
seem right about everything going on. Like, where do these plants come from? Who might have cultivated them? I mean, they sprang out overnight, it seems, and they are everywhere.
Maybe there's an evil druid causing mischief.
Well, that's kind of what I was implying when I said rogue botanist.
Could have something to do with the your friends you met the other day, the ones from the portal.
I shudder to think about that.
Or it could be some other here pronounced unknown magical phenomenon. They do pop up quite often.
Well, only one way to get to the bottom of this. We do not split up. We go find every single major magic user in the town, and we consolidate our information.
Well, it's a good as plain as any.
I mean, I wish I knew more about magic right now, but I honestly don't know as much as us talking to people who really know what's up, especially about like what's going on here specifically.
I could make an educated guess if you wish.
Yeah.
I can help with
CC,
that.
Yes.
can I roll an Arcana check?
For what exactly are you trying for?
The possible, possibly where these plants came from.
Maybe the connections between the disappearance of various kinds of herbs include, like, it's not just those silver herbs that have gone missing, like a bunch of herbs have gone missing, and
Ooh,
those plants
if a
subsequently.
combination of different plants and possibly what I
Oh.
presume might be fake magic could create such a possibility as these plants.
Oh.
So a combination of the herbs that were stolen, if they couldn't make these plants,
Yes.
Combined with magic.
that'd be a nature
Well,
check.
Mm.
damn it.
Because that's more about what
I'm not
herbs were taken than
trained in
magic.
magic, but I've got points.
You can always attempt to roll.
Nice.
I'll take that.
The problem is you don't know what herbs, for the most part, were actually taken. But if it were a highly magical herb and wild magic got involved somehow, anything's possible.
Yes, same with old magic. It's probably involved somehow. The question is how. It could just be chaos. It likes to do that sort of thing.
But there is a thought you do have. If you could find out more information, you might be able to get a better stance on it. Maybe ask a specialist in kind of herbs and maybe somebody that has an idea of what's going on. Maybe try to find a place that specializes in herbs. They might be able to tell you something more.
Yeah, but talking to a botanist is probably still the best bet.
Botanist or an apothecary or a druid if you could
Alchemist
find one.
gardener, your age-old forester will do as well.
I mean,
You'd be surprised the amount of knowledge a forester has.
yes, I mean, they work outside nature all day. They're practically druids.
Mm-hmm. And they see almost everything that goes on if they're out there all the time working, managing the forest, if that's how it works.
All right, so who would like to go where? Doesn't it? Actually, I'd like to ask the person in charge.
He hasn't come back.
I did order a gold coin's worth of food.
Yeah, he hasn't come back
Uh,
yet.
Are they like the only person working here?
Yeah, it's not exactly a big town.
That
You're the
That's
only ones here.
fair.
The local tavern keeper. He knows
Yeah,
all.
this
He's
isn't
all.
Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate.
Because last time y'all were in here, there were only two people, Dusty and the merchant. And the merchant was upstairs. We were also in the day in what equates to a farming village, so everybody's probably in the fields.
That would explain why no one came out to investigate all the screaming and horrifying things that were happening outside.
Alright, well, why don't we go around to the botanist and ask him to come back here and we can all have a nice, long chat, maybe a drink, some food for Tulio, and we can figure out what the heck is going on.
might be a good idea to, as long as he's safe and recovering, maybe we can bring them here or something or talk to him.
See, which I'd like to take a look out the window and see if those root plant things have spread like all over the place.
Roll me perception.
Ooh.
Yep, 1 second. Perception. Hey, something I'm finally possibly good at.
You don't really see any of the vines or anything. Everything looks as normal as it did when you're first looking out. But you do see movement over near the potion flask.
Like
Up
just
near the
generalized
top of the
movement.
building. You don't
Oh, top of
actually
the building.
see it, but you see there was some kind of movement.
One-
Catches your
one
eye,
bit
but by the
of-
time you look, it's not there anymore.
Darn. Alright, well,
But it was
the
up near
coast
the roof,
looks
so.
clear. I don't see any more of those crazy looking plants.
Oh,
I
you
don't
still
think.
see the dandelion. Those are still there. It's just the vines that were growing out of the ground are gone.
No, yeah, I mean that's what we've been inferring was the extra crazy plants that we just created. Alright. I'll hop
So
on to
have we?
botanist real quick. And everyone else, just keep an eye out for those crazy roots. If you see any of them start growing, grab a torch and pray that fire works.
Or we could just not attack them next time.
I think I like that idea. Also, I don't think that they would take kindly to us burning down their entire village while they're at work.
Who said anything about burning down the village on top of just one of those crazy plants? Other crazy plants.
I
You
should
never
point out
know.
everything's covered in plants. A
Yeah,
good
of course,
fire
plants are
would
normal.
tear through this
I
city.
find it. Oh, sorry. I find it interesting that Druid wants to burn down all the plants.
I have I have a very interesting look on the outlook of things. Besides, I was studying in the astral sea. My reverence for nature is a bit different than full on, other druids.
You think you'd
Less
like
of,
the weird fucking plants?
I mean, I want to study them, sure, but at the same time, when they're like potentially trying to take over the town and infesting Tulio and turning him into something, not exactly friendly by the seams of it.
Roll me a investigation real quick.
Investigation. Yep. Find that. There it is. That's fine. Figure that out.
You're thinking about and sitting there, and you've done a lot of work with plants, and that doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard a plant really do, even in this strange kind of situation. You think more than the plant, the likely culprit comes from the eye you saw rip through the plant, not the
I
plant
mean, that would
itself.
make
Probably,
sense, yes.
Julio saw that.
No, everybody saw that. It wasn't subtle. She's right in front of Tulio's face. Unless everybody was just looking in different directions.
I mean, point still stands. I'll go grab the botanist, assuming they're in the shop, and we'll come back here. We'll all have a nice long chat. That way, Tulio, you can try to rest, get some food. The rest of you can plan, and yeah, that's about all I got.
Seems like a good plan. Have fun. I'm just going to ask Tulio some questions about the growth.
I have one question. Are you sure you won't go there alone?
I mean, seeing as how I probably have, no offense, had the best chance of avoiding being grabbed by any plants because I can, transform into, say, a snake, spider, or a cat. I can slip through the vines if they try to grab me. The rest of you,
Mm,
excluding Tulio, but again, he's staying here.
but you're cursed. What if the owls come back and then you're all hoo again? And
Well, that's a risk I'm potentially willing to take. Besides, we didn't exactly see any of those owls outside of that building.
You
And
only
it was
saw
brought,
movement up near the attic.
yes, but they are inside, and
Oh,
seeing
that
as how they
movement
didn't.
wasn't inside. That was over near the roof.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in relation to these owls, though. I mean, they didn't seem to follow me outside of the building last time, and it was daylight then. So I'll work you off the assumption that they're probably not going to come outside during the daytime. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm not going to stop any of you if you want to come with me, but I'm just saying I've got the best chance of, from being attacked by strange grabby plants of getting out. But with that, I'm going to stand up from the table and walk towards the door and get ready to go make a run for the botanist.
Okay.
So, anyone who wishes to come,
Is the botanist at the greenhouse or is that the apothecary? I got mixed up.
The apothecary's right across the street. The greenhouse is on the other side of town. You're looking for Nara, who's in the verdant greenhouse. At least I think that's who he's going after.
Is that right?
She's going after. That's I.
I mean, if anyone would have any knowledge about what to do in the situation, probably be them. So, yeah, so I'm heading towards them. I'm going to have to start
well,
looking through the side of town.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yep.
come with because
I agree.
I don't trust it. You may trust it, but I don't trust the curse. Not that I don't trust you.
Yeah, I'll be
I
ready
mean,
to
like I said,
go.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying I have the best chance if we get attacked by those plants that I can
Yeah,
get out.
yeah. You know,
Yeah. Yep,
if
I'll be
I
coming along.
okay, yeah, I'll come too.
Well,
So,
be safe. Don't die. That sort of thing.
so Team Sewers is leaving behind Team Adventurer to go find Nara, correct?
Yeah.
Team sewer?
Two of them came from the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
You get lumped into the sewer folk.
I mean, y'all found them in the
They all
sewers.
float down there.
They're not part of the
Yeah.
United
What?
Society. They came from the sewers, technically. But anything y'all do before y'all that team heads out?
No, I just wish everyone rests up and feels better.
He'll gives like a goes like a little wave, little child wave.
Got wave back. Alright, bye.
So you'll begin heading on out, leaving behind Hessler and Tullio, wondering if you'll ever see them again as you leave them behind in a plant color covered building with no one really to keep an eye on them.
That's reassuring.
Yeah, great.
Yes, leaving the mad wizard.
Nope.
The Mad Wizard and the Mad Merchant. We're gonna leave them in a room together.
Like that's it.
Okay.
We never saw him again.
But as the three of you are moving along, are y'all doing anything?
I mean, ideally, but hopefully moving as fast as possible.
Fair.
Not really, because, I'm trying to stay sober.
As
Yep.
y'all are running along, can I get a perception check from the three of you?
Ooh,
Yep. Oh my god. These are all the important roles I start doing crap on.
Perception. Ooh,
Oh, there you go. Hopefully you
So
two
it
can
looks
make up
like
for
Sai didn't pay attention at all. They're narrow focus, tunneled. But as Sai goes blasting by Miss E and Radicus, you'll notice something of interest. Next to one of the flowers, there is a young child.
what?
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
A young theater girl.
you said satyr.
Yeah, you can see her hooves
Oh, okay.
and her curled
Okay.
horns.
Does she look like injured or anything?
Oh no, she's offering something up to the flower.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You can see the flower is coming down to reach over at her.
I'm gonna call out to her. Hey, careful, kid. Do you know what you're doing?
Who are you?
Uh, we had a bad run-in with one of those earlier. Are you gonna be safe?
Why wouldn't I be?
I mean, it started to turn one of our friends solid, so
The
I wouldn't be too
dandelions can't
sure.
do that. But they really like nectar. As you see, they offer up what looks like some strange yellow stuff to this flower as the dandelion leans down and starts lapping from the bowl.
This thing's never bit you?
No?
Okay.
So, when you feed it, does it give you anything in return?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I look hungry.
Do you know why they're here?
Mama says they protect the village.
Certainly did.
From what, though?
Didn't they like just show up?
Strangers.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Oh,
gonna keep
right.
on.
Mama said I shouldn't talk to strangers. Are you strangers?
Yes, I'm a stranger and I should stay that way. Don't talk to us. I don't think you know much. I feel like we should just keep on walking.
Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Stranger. You have a nice day.
You too.
Anybody else doing anything with the child?
Nope, ready to walk away.
And from the other one? Or did Sai, did you just keep running?
Uh, I, I mean, I'm briskly walking. I'm not like dashing or anything, but yeah, I like finally like look back. Wait, oh my god, they're not following.
As
Wait,
Sai,
there's
you
a
turn
small
around.
child.
You don't see them anymore.
Oh no,
You're alone.
guys, guys, where'd you go? Guys,
I
Clip
take it
clop.
we're still talking to a
Clip
kid.
clop. Yeah. Clip clop. Clip clop. It echoes through the alley in which you're in.
turn in the direction that I hear it coming from.
It seems to be coming from both sides of the alley. Click clop, click clop. Click
And like
clop, click clop.
like in unison, does it sound like it might be like horse
Oh, it
hooves or?
sounds like it sounds like hooves of some kind. It sounds like it's getting closer.
And I can't see anything. Like I'm in an alley. You said I'm in an alleyway.
It's echoing throughout the alley.
Oh, turning my head back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hello, hello.
You look weird.
You hear from
Excuse me.
right behind you.
Turning around, looking up and down. Anything?
Oh, there's a satyr boy standing like 2 feet from you.
I look weird. I
Yeah.
mean, I suppose. I mean, I am not from here. I'll admit. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. You're green. Are you a plant?
No, I am a Githzerai. I'm from the astral. I'm from the astral sea. We all look like this.
You're a git? I didn't think
Gith,
that.
Gith, Gith.
Oh. How you spell git, right?
This kid looks to be
Sly
like
does not like
6.
kids.
It's a young boy.
Look at that child. Have you seen my two compatriots? I suddenly seem to have lost them.
He looks around.
Are they gits too?
No, one is a tiefling. And who else came with me? Sorry, was it Hessler or Radicus?
Radicus. It's Radicus.
And he's a not drow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad with memory. So, well, one's a tiefling and one's a drow. So, do you know what those are?
Who are you trying to drown? There's not much water here. You're real
Visibly annoyed.
stupid, like, you know?
Visibly annoyed. This kid. Okay, kid. Have you seen anyone that does not look like they're from here around?
Yeah.
And don't say me.
Oh.
I at this point, I'm just gonna like walk past the kid and start walking back the direction that I came from, trying to find Missy Radcliffe.
What are the two of y'all doing now that you've noticed y'all have lost Psy?
I'm gonna stop and like and just turn around and see if Sai is still within eyesight or not.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Radicus, we came here to make sure like I was okay. We can't just keep going. Let's just like head back a little bit just to make sure that she's okay.
All right. Yep. Yeah, that sounds like the better thing to do.
So you're heading back towards the inn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to find Sai.
So y'all start making y'all's way back. Sai, you, on the other hand, walk back out on the street just as they're leaving, unknowingly. You don't see your friends.
Of course.
But you still got the kid with you.
Chasing me. What about the other satyr? Is the other satyr
Oh, yeah, she's still standing there.
there? I'll yell over to the other satyr child. Hey kid, have you seen a drow and a tiefling? Perchance?
I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Of course you're not. Mm, What if I gave you both this shiny gold piece to split, and I'll pull a gold coin out of my purse.
What are those for?
You
Well,
hear from the kid that's standing next to you.
perhaps it'll jog your friend's memory here, and you'd be willing to talk to me.
What, do we need to have her eat it?
I really, really hate children. Mental
If you're looking for
size,
memory
size
things,
not saying that.
if you're looking for memory things, you need to go to the moon pool.
Yes, it is ideally where I like to go.
That's over there.
They point down the street.
Well, I mean, first you need to go find your botanist. Is your botanist in that direction too, or
What's a botanist?
they work with flowers? and
Everybody
plants?
works with flowers.
That checks out. Okay, fine. They're probably the most knowledgeable person in your town about plants.
Oh. Well, then you're gonna want the Herbalist Guild. Big building over there.
Does he point to like a nearby building?
You can see the center building. It is much larger and covered in trees. Not trees, but plants.
But that's not where the botanist
No.
resides typically. Okay.
Because you're trying to get to the Verton greenhouse. They're pointing at something else entirely.
Gotcha. Screw it. How about this? You called the verdant greenhouse, correct?
Yeah.
All right. How about this? Which way to the verdant greenhouse?
Oh, that way.
They point the way you were going.
Thank you. And I'm going to just leave these kids alone because Sai does not like children.
Gotcha. So Sai's off
Except
on their way
except
again.
for Alvarez. She's all right. Alvarez is all right. She's growing on her.
Miss E. Radicus, y'all make it all the way back to the inn. Not a sign of Sai.
Time to turn back around and check the other way then, huh?
I'm maybe like I, I don't think she got ahead of us. I don't know where. I'm so confused.
Tulio,
Okay,
Hessler. Well, not Tulio. Tulio's a bit busy. Hessler, you hear the tones of Miss E outside. It's been a little while since they left.
Well, Hessler has been asking Tulio questions. Bit busy.
Yeah, you still pick it up. Y'all are close to the window, and it's not exactly loud. Tulio has disadvantage, so that's why he doesn't hear it. Because he's got a level of exhaustion.
Oh, good point.
Mm.
Doesn't sound like they're talking about anything extremely important. Just leave them be for now until they need help.
Fair. So, Missy Radicus, what would you like to do?
I think
So
we gotta go ahead.
is there anything we can roll? Like, can we roll anything to like track or anything? Like,
You
do we
wouldn't
see
be able
like
to
footprints?
because you're not on. You have you're in main city, so you have stone pathways, not dirt. So you wouldn't be able to track like you would in the forest.
We just gotta assume that Sai made it to the place that we were planning on going.
All
And we'll see
right,
them there.
we're on a mission. Let's go and hope for the best. I mean, if anyone can deal with the plants here, it's gonna be her. So
Mhm.
let's just keep going.
Let's get that memory back. All right, yeah, well, I'll turn around and start heading back towards the kids and keep going.
It takes you a little bit, but you see the satyr again. There's now a second one sitting with her.
You see a lady go through here?
Oh, look! It's Miss Stranger again. Hi, Miss Stranger.
Bye. Let's not question them. I don't think they're gonna tell us anything.
Yep. Yep.
As she'll go by, things continue on. Sigh, it takes you a little bit, but you do find a very large greenhouse filled with plants, even exotic to you. What would you like to do?
Look for the door and head on in.
You see it the air is very thick with humidity in here, and you can feel the wind dancing around as if a wind elemental is moving. But you don't see any.
That's cool. That's kind of cool. I'll just start calling out for Mira. You said what her name was?
No, that's where you came from. That's the apothecary. You're looking for Nara.
All right. That was close.
You see as you enter and start to call out, a large bulbous plant shifts over near the doorway.
Please return your name.
Uh, excuse me. Did you just try to talk to me?
Please write down your name.
Is there like a is like there a log book near this plant?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll quickly jot down my name. Close it.
Please state your business.
I wish to speak with the head botanist.
Thank you.
As the plant goes quiet.
And I'll wait patiently.
It's about a couple minutes later, you see a very tall woman come around the corner. Um, Let me get her description. She is tall and has this wild red hair and long ears and pale blue skin. She is a Firbolg.
Oh, neat.
Yes.
She gives you a small
Hello.
wave. And she's definitely taller than you.
Yeah, your dogs are pretty
Much.
tall usually.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
yes. My name is Sai. I'm here with a bunch of other travelers just there back at the inn. Uh, so we were hoping that you might come join us at the inn. We have a great deal of questions for you. Mostly starting with those crazy plants that are sitting on top of buildings and can talk because they weren't there yesterday.
Ah, you mean the dandelions? They are always there.
Well, I guess this is the first time I really noticed them then.
When the sun is right, or the town is in danger, they rear their heads.
In danger, though. That's not good. I mean, we're not exactly a danger to this town, but perhaps. Oh no! I wonder if those owls are back. Not the owls! Not the owls! Not the owls!
Are you okay?
Yeah, yes, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Stares behind me to make sure there's no owls like sneaking in through the door.
No owls. I think you could use a cup of tea. Would you like to join me?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Follow me and look out for the tentacles. circular.
Is that what greeted me when I entered?
No, it's the thing that's attempting to wrap its vines around your ankle.
Looks down, and I'm assuming that means there's a plant trying to wrap its around.
Oh, yeah, there is.
No! You know, you really should warn someone before.
My apologies. Now, if you would come with me.
And, I mean, I'll start following her.
She leads you forward, deeper into the greenhouse itself, going through a maze of different uh, store alleys. I can't think of the name for what they're called. No, I had it and then it went away.
Isles?
Aisles, thank you. I knew it started with an A. Couldn't get it.
100.
But you see the strangest collection of plants. Ones you've never seen before, ones you're pretty sure that aren't in the book you're holding. Just all kinds of things. Crosses from things that you have seen in the astral crossed with other things, and it's just real weird.
You certainly have quite an interesting eclectic collection of plants here.
Yes.
You see her stop suddenly and move over, reaching into one of the pots and moving it about, adding some more fertilizer.
So, do you, like, tend to all these plants yourself? Or...
Yes.
I take it that we're getting close to the greenhouse now.
You're getting closer, but you haven't got there yet.
Okay.
But soon enough, you are sat down on the second floor of the greenhouse. Most of it is metal railings here, and there's this really large couch that's absolutely made of wood and swirling vines and mosses. But when you sit down on it, it's actually really comfy.
Good, good.
And you don't know where she got the tea, but you now have a teacup in your hand.
No. Normally I would question where all these strange things come from, but at this point, you just let it go
Oh.
outside, just let it go.
I believe your friends have arrived.
You didn't hear anything you didn't hear the door open, you didn't hear anybody shouting. She just suddenly stands up and starts heading back the way she came.
Checks out. You know what? She seems to know everything about this place, so just expect her. I'm just gonna sit here quietly and drink my tea and hope it doesn't frickin' drug me.
Miss E. Radicus, you have entered and you see the same plant that Sai did. Name.
Redicus. What the hell?
Missy.
Write it down, please.
I write it down.
State your business.
Here to meet the head botanist.
We have some questions about some silvernite that was stolen and think that possibly you might be able to help know where it is, or maybe you grew some here that nobody knew about. Who knows?
Thank you for coming.
Mhm.
The plant then goes quiet.
All right. Where to? Start walking around and try to find her.
Yeah, do we see
You see aisles upon aisles of different plants, but you have no idea where you need to be going.
Okay, so do I hear like talking or anything?
Nope. Hear the plants moving about, but that's about it.
Well, I guess we go wandering to the greenhouse
Mhm.
looking for them. Like,
Mhm.
you know how we could just go like row by row, I guess.
Need a D100 from both of y'all.
Okay.
Get
Okay.
lost in the greenhouse.
Uh-huh.
Y'all start to look around, just like, I think it's this way. And within 5 minutes, y'all both are standing in different parts of the greenhouse, not knowing where the other one was, not knowing when you lost the other one, and not knowing which way the exit is.
Oh, great.
Miss E, you stand amongst what you sit right next to, or not stand. You're standing under this large, almost tree-like structure that has these beautiful pink petals that seem to cover everything on this side.
Oh, that's nice.
Radicus, you on the other hand are getting strangled because the tentacula found you.
Oh, okay.
How are you reacting to this? It's got you by the thigh and one of the other arms.
Disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
I didn't want this. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like finesse my way through, like trying to like, are these squeezing around me or?
Oh yeah, it's got you grappled. I need a
Okay, so I'm
athletics
not
or
gonna.
acrobatics. Try to get out.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
You don't even remotely move them. But as you're going around, you hear a sharp slap, and the plant starts to twitch and suddenly pulls away.
That's all I had to do.
I apologize. It's teething.
As you see walking around the corner is the tall Fearbulg woman that you haven't met yet. So blue skin, reddish hair.
Thank you for that. The name's Radicus. Uh, have you seen a tiefling around here?
I think there are about. You look like you could use some tea. We were about to sit down and have some. Would you like to join us?
Once I know that my friend's safe.
She will be safe.
Okay, I'll be ready.
Follow me.
As she leads you through a winding path, going through what looks like just a hedge wall.
Mhm.
Do you follow her into the hedge wall?
Yep.
You're not entirely sure when you got on the second floor, but you're on the second floor now as you've walked out right next to the couch in which Sai is sitting on.
Oh,
Oh, Predicus.
glad you made it.
Yes.
Mm.
You are handed a cup of tea.
I love this stuff.
And as you look again, the fear bulk is gone. There's just a vine that handed you the teacup.
Oh,
Yeah, she seems to just disappear through the walls.
uh, nothing new, I guess.
Missy, did you stay under the tree, or where are you? Did you wander off again?
No, I'm I I know like I should stay put when I'm lost, so I'm just gonna stay under the tree and hope that they're gonna find me.
You look up. There's a chameleon staring at you.
Oh, ooh, I'm gonna like put up my hand and see if it'll like be
Oh, it's
my
about
friend.
15 feet up.
Oh,
It's just staring at you from one of the branches in the tree above you.
then I admire it.
It takes a few minutes of you staring at this thing before you hear movement nearby. And a potted plant lifts itself up, and a firbolg walks out from underneath it.
Underneath it? Oh, well,
As
hello
it
there.
effectively makes an archway. And she walks
Whoa,
under it as it has itself big, and then it puts itself back.
cool.
Good morning. You look like you've been through a lot today. Would you like to join us for tea?
Yes, please.
She offers out a hand.
I take it.
She is going to lead you back through the winding aisles, up a spiral staircase, and you find your companions.
Ooh,
Sai, you've been
I
here about 20 minutes since you first got sat down.
Checks out.
It's been about 10 minutes since Radicus got there.
Welcome back.
So, Sai, do we know anything pertinent? Like, did you find anything out since we got here late?
Not really. I mean, I think she was. I mean, she pretty much sat me down, gave me this tea, and then said you had arrived.
Oh,
So,
okay. So
I,
now we're all here together.
As Missy, you find yourself holding a cup of tea,
Ooh, lovely.
and you are gestured to join your companions on the couch.
I sit and sip.
You see this woman doesn't go to join you on the couch, but goes to sit just next to the railing on nothing, as she just seems to be sitting, trying to sit down on air. But as you see her going to sit, you see vines rush up the railing and suddenly form a entire armchair out of just vines and moss. And by the time she's fully
Ooh,
sat, it is fully formed underneath her.
damn, that is badass. I bet you could do some real crazy things with those vines.
They are very interesting. Something we found on an expedition some time ago. They're from the far south, near Chult. I've had this one since they were a baby.
She gently pats the armchair.
Oh.
But while this is going on, let's go check on Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Tulio and Hessler, what have y'all been up to, and what have you been interrogating Tulio about over there?
About the consumption of the wonderfully eldritch corrupt flower.
In what kind of question are you asking though? Like how did it feel?
Oh,
Like
how it felt. How did you feel about it? Everything you need to write a thesis.
well, Tulio will describe how it was like liquid fire flowing through his arm, and his arm becoming not his own arm. Like something else. It was becoming something else.
I didn't think we should have collected a sample before we left.
Tulio, you are also given an appetizer, a main meal, a salad, and a dessert.
Tulio just like gathers it all up into one pile, and Hessler will be treated to the view of Tulio sliding out of his not his currently his too big clothing and forming a basically a little slime ball on top of the food and slowly start dissolving it.
Hessler's seen worse.
The salad, the desserts, everything just turning into biomass for Tulio as he grows in size, regaining what he lost.
Takes a good long while to do so, but
Tulio is not in a rush.
Mhm. And since he can talk and eat at the same time, Hessler does not give up on the questioning.
Well,
Julio, you've also noticed as you're trying to replenish, your body is still actively weakening. It's getting better, but since the initial loss of your arm, with the way your body has been attempting to repair itself, and you have taken a second point of exhaustion.
all right.
You are looking a bit extra liquidy. Doing fine.
I I am not used to losing so much biomass all at once.
Well, a loss of a limb is usually extremely traumatizing. You seem to be faring quite well. I think it's probably due to being able to grow extra.
Well, I can't really grow extra. I can just grow. I can form myself to be humanoid.
Oh,
Two arms, two legs, that kind of thing. A head, or I could be. I could just have two legs, one arm, or arms, one leg, or in various ways like that. I just can't have more than that.
well, it's still regrowing another limb. There's very few people that could do that.
This is true. I have had to build a few prosthetic limbs for some people back in the city.
Respectable.
The disposable kind, though. I'm not good enough to make the magical kind.
Be interesting to see them, though. I don't think I've seen any. No, I can't think of any.
Well, good prosthetic limb typically is almost indistinguishable from a real limb as long as it's covered up with some kind of cloth or glove or pants and shoes.
Oh, yeah, a normal prosthetic is hard to tell if it's made well, but the magical kind I haven't seen. I have seen a few people with missing arms and legs. Adventuring kind of does that sort of thing if you're not good. Well, even the best get a surprise from time to time.
Yes, this life is always so full of surprises.
Oh, I know.
I will admit, I expected some kind of issues when attempting to absorb that thing, but I thought my resistance would at least temper it.
Well, it's not really poisonous. It's some sort of probably magical corruption. I mean, a lot of things are magical. Some sort of extra planar magic type deal.
Yes, that god we are currently doing the job for is definitely some kind of extra planar. Ugh.
It's just another thing to learn from. even if it can kill us with a snap of its fingers if it so wishes.
This is true. And I have learned a valuable lesson. Don't listen when Sai tells me to eat something.
Size ears perk up halfway across town.
I did say as well, you could always bite it back. I didn't think you'd. Well, you didn't really bite it. You kind of dissolved it.
Well, yes, I can't really bite things. I don't have teeth. I've always found
Yeah.
it interesting the feeding process you fleshies have with the chewing up the food and dissolving it with the weak acid in your mouth and then swallowing it into your internal stomach. Seems so inefficient.
Oh, yeah. Most people have it that way. Kind of bothersome. There's worse ways. Special diets really suck too.
Special diet?
Oh yeah, there's certain creatures that can't eat meat, for example. It's a large part of a lot of things you could or could not eat.
Ah, yes, the differences between carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores.
We lost Sai.
Oh
There we
no.
go. There's Bake.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there's people that do it voluntarily as well. It's a
Oh,
thing.
yes. I believe I've
I
heard
don't
of
see
that.
myself.
Something called vegan?
A vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, was it etymologian, I think it is, or something of that line? So the four I can think of.
Hmm. Yes, I believe that is the main ones. It has been a while since they left to go fetch the herbalist and what's the word herbologist.
Herbalist? I suspect they're just having a spot of tea or something of the sort.
Tuyo looks at Hessler. Did Miss E and Erraticus strike you as the types to stop and drink some tea when there is things that need to happen?
Missy and Radicus? Definitely fit specialty. Psy, not so much. Maybe if it was druidic tea.
Should we check on them?
I mean, are you up for it? I'll let you eat. We can continue going over notes. Or we could go back and get a sample of your cut off limb.
Julia will look at you. That is a bit morbid, even for me. But if you want it, I won't stop you.
It's up to you. I don't have to. I can do as much info as I can.
Or I am not.
But it's always
I
good to
am
have
not
the
touching that.
specimen.
Well, I'm not touching it. It could try to affect me again.
You could watch as I collect it. I'm not asking you to touch it. And I've got gloves for this kind of thing.
Well, if you want, you can. You can. But we should be careful in case those dandelions are still out there. Well, I think they're still. I don't think
Hester
they would
Stritch
eat
going
them.
to take a peek out the window.
Oh yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there. I don't think they're leaving anytime soon. Plants don't seem to move fast. They do grow fast sometimes.
How much food is left, Cece?
You're gonna be digesting for a couple hours. Because food doesn't digest immediately.
Hmm. Could I form myself into a human, but with like food in the humanoid shape, with food in the middle, like a food baby,
Yeah.
and just keep that thing.
That's how you normally do it.
So Tulio will slither off the table back into his clothing, and once he's formed up, with the sheer quantity of food, he looks like he looks pregnant. He's got food baby in there, and it's slowly absorbing it.
You might want to put an apron covering that. I don't think most people want to see that.
Julio tries to adjust it so like it's more spread out around his body, so he looks like a Jello bowl full of random food.
No, I meant just hide the dissolving pieces. People
But they're
don't
all
like to
dissolving.
see digesting food. A lot
But
of
they're
people
all
kind of
dissolving.
have adverse effect to it.
Julio looks at you, a half dissolved chicken drumstick just it's floating around in his head. Well, there's nothing really I can do about it. There's a lot of food here. I only
No,
have so much biomass.
we'll just hope we don't run into anyone. Then again, I might be carrying an arm back, so we'll see.
Julio grabs his stuff. Shall we?
I think we can elope.
Julio slowly makes his way toward the door. His speed halved, so he can't move as fast as he can.
You're just waddling your way along.
Yep. Various food stuff just like swimming around inside him. A half digested apple just like floating right where you can see his chest.
As you'll make your way out, it takes a little while. Did you make your way back to where you think the incident occurred, and there's not a single trace of it?
No stains from it either, or
Nope.
I can't sense it. It was
Nope.
part of me.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like, it either means someone came and got it, it's evaporated or dissolved or something, or the third thought is it's gotten up and walked away, which is extremely fascinating and somewhat terrifying at the same time.
That is a fascinating idea, but it was becoming solid. Maybe it became a small little homunculus. Maybe
Now
there's a little me running around somewhere.
and that would be extremely interesting. You don't see homunculi almost at all, really.
I thought about making one, but I decided against it.
Yeah, a lot of the wizarding community don't really take kindly to them. It's seen as one of the darker arts.
Homunculuses?
Isn't it like blood magic, or am I thinking something
No,
else?
it's just a thing the artificers do.
Yeah, I can make like a little floating potion bottle or
Uh,
like a little inanimate object that can move around and
Okay, I'm thinking
there.
mythological homunculi, which are usually
Yeah.
quite horrific to make.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah, like-
literally just made out of clay.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a little bit of blood from the caster, but they're usually not problematic.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like the golem from Jewish folklore.
Oh, well. Those things aren't usually that great either, but that's for other reasons.
Yeah,
Continuing on.
what about size scimitar? Is it anywhere around?
Nope. You do not see it.
We're in the right spot, right?
I
We didn't get
look
turned around.
Do I see that do I see that dandelion with the fucked up coloration?
Also gone.
What about the other dandelion that we first talked to that bit Sai?
Also gone.
We are in the right
Um,
spot. Are we in the right spot? I mean, I assume we wouldn't get lost. I mean, don't me and Histler have the keen mind feat?
Yeah, you're
I do
pretty
not.
sure you're in the right spot. The building looks the same. It's
He's
just there's some things
gone.
missing.
What's missing?
What I just told you is missing.
Oh, the plants.
What are they elsewhere?
You don't see them. I mean, you still see some other ones, but not the ones you were interacting with.
Oh, you you don't think they're creations of another sort, do you?
What sort do you mean?
Of a certain unspeakable thing we're not supposed to talk about?
That is a possibility. I mean, we did see its eye in it, so good chance.
Well, that's not good.
I concur. We should probably meet up with the rest of our party.
Yes, do you recall where they said they were going? I kind of got caught up in writing the paper.
Yes, yes, they were heading. They were heading towards the what's it called again?
The verdant garden.
The
Or the verdant
Verdling
greenhouse, sorry.
The what greenhouse?
Verdant.
Verdant.
Yes, they were heading toward the Verling greenhouse. We should head there as well.
Okay.
And
Well, let's see if we can find a local to ask.
As you are walking around, you'll find a small satyr girl with another satyr boy.
More strangers. There's a lot of them about today.
Well, one of us is strange, the other is mostly normal.
Yes, but you get used to Hessler. Don't worry.
Hey, you're the weird one. You don't see people made of slime every day.
Yes, but that was the joke. That was my attempt at humor. Was it successful?
No, it was quite well done. Could you two point us towards the verdant greenhouse?
Are you a git? You hear from the boy asking Tulio.
No, but I am. But my race comes from the same place they do. Can I surmise, since you are asking about that, that you have met a gift quite recently?
No, a git.
That is what I said. A gift.
He stares at you suspiciously. You're making
Uh,
funny noises.
That's just how my species speaks.
You're a git too.
No, no, young man, I am a plasmoid.
Suspicious stare.
That lady said we shouldn't talk to strangers, and they're strangers.
No, they're gits.
Hmm. You know what? You are quite right. We are strangers. How rude of me. Tulio holds out a hand, and in his forearm, you can clearly see a half-dice George, just a corn cob. Tulio Briska, nice to meet you.
Yeah, definitely a git. We should go tell Mom. Everyone, I want to know weird things are moving in the city again.
Oh, like those strange dandelions?
What's wrong with the dandelions?
Well, I lost my arm to one of them, and the gift that you are speaking of was bitten quite fiercely by them. Well, as was I, but the arm was more of a hassle than the other thing.
Do you know where you lost it?
It, well, we cut it off over there, and Tulio points at it at the spot where we cut it off, but it seems to have disappeared along with the dandelions that were in the area.
Well, I can help you find it.
Oh, how so?
No, two heads are better. You know we can't go helping strangers. Oh yeah, we're
Well,
not
he's not
supposed to talk
strange.
to
He's given
strangers.
you his name, and I can give you my name if you want.
Yeah, but you're still strangers.
Well, of course we are.
Strangers
We
are the
have
first
nothing
step
in
to
common.
friends. We're horrible people.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. Plus, he's missing something. We gotta help. It's just like when we helped with that puppy. Yeah, I guess. Let's see if we can find him. The puppy? No, the arm. Yeah. And they both run off in the direction y'all indicated.
Julio calls out, "Whatever you do not touch the arm. It may be corrupted."
Don't worry, we're good with corrosion. We learned about it the other day. We have the water.
Yeah, that boy is correct. We are gits.
What interesting young children.
The
So
curious mind makes all sorts.
So
It
what are
starts
you two
somewhere.
gonna do?
I think it's best we follow them, just in case it turns out to be going horrifically wrong.
yeah,
Okay. Meanwhile, what's the other group doing?
Fuck's sake.
The other gets.
Yeah. What questions do you have for Nara? As she is sat down with y'all.
Well, we should start with Missy's questions about the plant.
Yes, so do you know anything about the Silver Knight? Uh, if it was, if there's any left, if it, you know who stole it, how it was stolen, if you saw anything?
Well, we've already collected everything that we can safely. There shouldn't be anything around. Plus, the herbs will have gone into a type of hibernation. It'll be another few months before they start growing again. As for who stole them, well, I haven't the slightest. I've been hearing some strange things around the city, though. The dandelions have been getting upset at night.
Hmm. You know what they're getting upset by? Have they told you?
Something strange. They don't like speaking straight out. So it's hard to say what exactly.
Hmm.
Can they, like, describe at the very least, like, in pictures?
As best as I am able, some kind of light. We believe they may be will-o-wisps.
Thankfully, will-o-wisps, while they can be dangerous, aren't, like, terribly dangerous.
Indeed.
But usually they don't. But as far as I can recall, they usually don't, like, gather somewhere unless there's, if I recall correctly, something very terrible impending, or they're collecting a bunch of people's souls. Let's hope it's not the second one. Or the first one.
Well, we haven't had any confirmed sightings of any of the will-o-wisps. It's just our best theory that we've been able to put forward. However, then again, none of us are monster hunters, so we wouldn't be the best at identifying. Give us any kind of herb, and perhaps we'd be able to, but. Well,
I do have a question though. You said it'll still be many months before the uh, silver will bud again, but is there no way to speed up the process via magic?
Unfortunately not. The types of magic and the specific situation that takes to grow them are very, very specific. As far as we know, there are no known ways of duplicating the exact scenario needed for their growth.
Well, we were afraid of that.
Sarah might know more, but she's always so busy.
And what does Slara do?
She is the head of the Herbalist Guild.
Oh, wait. Ah, yes, yes.
Her and Kaylin have been looking into a number of different studies over at the Guild Hall.
Well, Atticus, Missy, what do you say? I think we should pop over to the guild hall.
I guess Guildhall it is.
Well, actually, while I also have you here, have your plants haven't seen any gigantic purple owls, have they?
Not that I know of.
Mhm.
I have a few that look like owls.
I, they were not plants. I can guarantee you they were not plants.
Then no. But if it is seeking the Silver Night herb, even talking to Elisara will not go give you the answers you seek.
Yeah, we were just trying to get to the bottom of things and see if, because we'd heard someone might have been stealing some of the herbs, so obviously we'd like to go retrieve it for the town so that we can get a potion crafted, so that we can give it to our friend. It's a very complex chain of events.
We've had several herbs stolen here as well.
Would they potentially be related to any potions that would also use the silver light?
I wouldn't be certain. You'd need to either talk to Kaylin, Aaron, or Fennec, and they know potions better than I.
So question for Cece, was Fennec the one that was with us when we
Yeah, he's the nutty
got
gnome. He's the head
yeah,
of the. He's the one
just
that
double
runs
checking.
Potion Flask.
And is who knows where by this point. Well, we might have a slight snag there. See, we had been chatting with Fennec just the other day, but he seems to have run off chasing these owls that I had mentioned.
Hmm.
You see, she leans over and a vine coils around her hand, and she starts to whisper to it. A little while later,
Fennec and Kaylin are at the potion flask.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Is there
It's good to
anything else you would like to know?
And Radicus, see any questions from you?
One last question. Do you have any other herbs or remedies you might know about that help with memory?
Hmm. If you're looking for that kind of thing, you'd need to talk to either Fennec or Mira. Or if you think it might be something medical, you could go talk to Sister Mornleaf.
I don't know if it's medical or not, but thank you for pointing me in the direction of people who can help.
You're very welcome. If you need any more assistance, I will always be here. The greenhouse will always welcome you back.
Thank you for the tea.
You are very welcome. I hope it helps to clear your mind.
Always does.
Do
You all
you
ready
think
to leave?
do you think they might have any regeneration potions in town? I think Tulio could probably use one.
For a potion, you need to go to the potion flask.
It's the potion flask, not vial, which is what I've been saying for a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think it could hurt. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the hospitality, and maybe I'll see you around.
I hope so as well. May the leaves fall to cover your path. That way the things hiding behind can no longer follow.
And yours as well.
Well, thank you.
She nods. Are the three of y'all going to be heading out?
Mhm.
Just as y'all are heading out, just after you get outside, you hear a commotion from the other side of town that's suspiciously close to where the road heading towards Cass's manor is.
Oh no.
But before you can go investigate, that is where we're going to end it. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun, and I thank those that are rejoining us after our long break. Hopefully, we'll be back on schedule, so check in to see us next week, and we will see y'all then. Peace.